Getting to work on the floor today as the engine stand that I have. Get this stripped down, hopefully get the new one built up, new gearbox, clutch, a few new little parts. Tried to give the gearbox a little bit of a clean up. It's a bit hard at the moment, we're on a hose pipe ban around here. So unfortunately there's not too much I can do about that, but it's better than it was. It's not dripping in oil anymore. So I'm just trying to compare what's on the new engine compared to what I've got on mine. Overall, it seems better condition. You can tell it's a Scottish car, pretty crusty. Should really reseal the sump while it's out, but I haven't really sealant. They're fine to do in the car. I haven't really got to take anything off from what I remember, just the under tray. So I do want to swap over the accessories. They look quite a bit crustier than the ones I've got. The amount of different sockets needed just to pull off the accessory belt is a bit nuts. There's a few things I'm going to be taking off this old engine as well that you might think, oh, why didn't you just replace them? But I literally replaced them just before I got MOT'd, put it back on the road. So I'm not buying them again. That's the chain tensioner. I'll probably steal the cam cover gasket. I might just keep it as a spare. The new one doesn't look like it's leaking. Spark plugs were just replaced. I have got a new oil filter. I don't know how low this one was run, but overall, it looks like it's definitely had a nicer life. It's not absolutely caked in oil, this new one. It's just quite a rusty one. That's not the end of the world. Try and give everything a little bit of a clean up as it goes as well, just make it look a little bit more presentable. Give the gearbox a quick clean up. I have got a hose pipe ban at the moment though, so it's not the cleanest. That was almost quite bad. Lovely. Yes, I should really be replacing the front and rear main seals, but quite honestly, I forgot to order them. Before you go gunning off crank pulleys, always just make sure that they're not connected to the timing. For example, keep going on about them, Mark 7 Fiesta STs is actually in time with the rest of the engine because that's where the pickup is for the crank sensor. These are held on with a Woodruff key, they don't seem to be like that from what I saw, so these are fine to just take off. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm changing that anyway, because that's all chipped. Sounds horrible. I'm sure there's probably a torque setting for that. Probably better ways to do that. So these chain tensioners have a bit of an odd setting procedure. You actually need to turn the engine back slightly, which is really odd because I've always been taught just never turn an engine backwards. Maybe that's just a BM thing, but yeah, it was pretty weird doing that for the first time. Did a bit of nut juggling trying to find the clean ones. Try and get the mic close to this so you can hear it click. There you go, that was it. So oily already. They've only been in there for a couple 100 miles, if that. See what state these ones are in. Definitely run a bit lean. It's not ideal to see, it's quite white. Not great, maybe the car had a dying fuel pump, but all of that looks really clean. It's nice to see. So there's a filter hidden under here for the variable valve timing. It can be a bit of a dick to get out while it's in the car. I used a bit of hose to take it out of the old engine. I snaked it round, managed to put it through here. I think it was around a 4mm piece of hose, and it fits perfectly over the end of the filter, and it just pulled it out. I haven't really seen anyone else do it that way, so I found that to be by far the easiest. Should have really replaced this filter before putting the alternator on, but I forgot. Here you go, here's the filter. So again, mine was all caked up, so that's nice to see that this one's clean. So it's that end there. You can put a little bit of 4mm hose on it and it will hold it. Really quite nice. It should come out with a bolt, but it doesn't, So good tip with looms is try and fit the wire in first that can only go in one place. For example, if you've got bridge to injectors or coil packs, get that in first and everything should fall into place. This is for the aircon. This car didn't come with aircon, so it's just going to sit there. That's just how it is from the factory, so don't stress, I haven't forgotten that. Luckily, older cars like this, there's really not a lot to the wiring looms. Makes all of this pretty straightforward. So that's gone like rock. That will definitely be playing into some of the air leaks this car seemed to have. This car has just been every single thing about this car has just been a shed. Really should have walked away from it, but here we are. After all this work, it will still be shit. So I will replace this pipe, well, all these pipes, just trimming them down for now so they seal. I just want to drive the car. I'm happy to do little bits on it here and there. So I've got a new PCV valve to go on. Should be able to hear it. So that one's working. I don't know if this one will be any good, but it's worth replacing for how, well, I was going to say how easy it'll be, but give this one a shake, and then I'll take the one out of the old engine as well, see if that was causing some of my oil consumption issues. Right, what do we think? This one working? Oh, that one was good. God, you'd think Stevie Wonder painted this cam cover. It's rough. Probably be better off putting my original one on, but I'm sure this will be fine. Should really take it off just to see what the state of the engine is, but let's live a little, let's take a gamble. We're going to transition from cars to carpentry for a minute. Now, you might be thinking, why am I making a dolly rather than buying one? And all the ones that were local that I could collect just weren't big enough. Half the engine would be hanging off the side of it. It's probably about half as thick as it should be, but if I need to, I can put some bracing in. It would just be nice if it lasts for today, really. I'll be honest, I'm not hopeful. Right, I didn't trust that. We're adding some bracing. I'm also just going to send a metal drill bit through it because I can't be bothered to go and get wood on. Way better. I really hope that seals up. These are expensive gearboxes. So annoyingly, I've ordered a clutch kit, but the box looked like it was open slightly when it turned up. I didn't realise till after I'd already had it for a little while. So I think I'm missing bolts, which is a shame. I'm probably gonna have to reuse these ones. So hopefully these will come out well. Looks like a pretty new clutch. Shame. Flywheel's not too bad. I'd like to replace it with the other one, but I haven't got my 12 points with me today, so I'm just gonna have to run this one. Be all right, a few little heat spots, nothing too bad. Oh wow, what is this tool? I haven't seen one of these yet. So you never want to use too much grease in gearboxes just because of how many spinning components there are. Some manufacturers say yes to splines, some say no. I'm going to put some on the splines and hope I don't need to take the gearbox back out again. Feels pretty good. I'm just going to double check that is how it's fitted. I might have animaled a few of these bolts out a bit too much. That one's pretty rough. We started out sketchy, let's continue sketchy. That was pretty close, so definitely nearly dropped it a couple of times there. I don't have a single idea where my 1/2 inch 14mm has gone. Turns out I don't need it, I think it's a 17. I also don't know where that's gone, so it's not ideal. Right, so the board did lots of bending and crunching, so I'm going to put some more screws in it. There you go, definitive proof. More screw better. So unfortunately, I've left my tap and die set at work, so I'm probably just going to have to chuck that bolt in for now and deal with it another time. So I tried to get this off without destroying it, but I've now split the boot from the looks of it. I'm just going to cut this drop link off. I reckon I'm pretty done for today. I just want to see one thing just mocked up. It's gonna look pretty good, I think. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I've still got quite a bit of work to do on it to get it up and running again. There's a couple of threads that need cleaning up for that engine mount on the bulkhead. The subframe has a snap bolt in it. Still got to give it a service. It's getting there, it's getting pretty close. Looking forward to getting it out and not worrying about it burning through oil. So yeah, looking forward to it. If you've been enjoying it so far, a like, follow or a comment would be appreciated. I hate asking for that, that felt horrible, but I've got to play the game, I guess. But yeah, thank you for watching.